We got it. We're actually the next day, right after the race.
The day of the race. After the race, I mean, yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Very good. Good for us.
Good for us.
Yeah.
Good timing.
Yeah. Season 24, episode 4.
Episode 4. So what do you think?
That was a much better episode. It was fun.
It was good. It moved really quickly.
It went fast.
Yeah,
it was really good.
While I was writing it out, and I'm like, wow, gotta follow this. And it just kept zoom.
Yeah, it was really good. They started in that small floating village, the trampoline thing, which seemed harder than it looked.
I'd let you do
that. Yeah, you probably let me do that because
hairline fractures.
I have bad knees too, but I'm a much better athletic
more
person
rhythm.
than you are. More rhythm.
Yeah, you have a little more rhythm. You probably got it faster.
And I'm used to have a trampoline.
You have
over
a trampoline.
there.
See,
so I'm used to jumping on trampolines. So yeah, it was. Some teams had trouble. The Cowboys, Cord could not figure out the trampoline.
You think with all that exercise on a horse, you'd be able to get that bounce?
No,
apparently
no rhythm
not.
at all.
Different rhythm.
And I was surprised that the Big Easy missed the first one. I mean, you're a basketball player.
Was it his second or third that he nailed?
I think so. Second or
third. I think he finally got it. Yeah,
I mean, but Flight Time was probably giving him, just razzing him for the whole thing. You missed our first one.
That was funny.
And then Jessica, she couldn't get it. She wrecked her feet somehow.
Well, she kept slipping on the mat, and the reason she kept slipping on the mat is she's bleeding out, so there's a pool of blood on it.
Yeah.
So, no wonder she's slipping.
And then Rachel had I mentioned in my blog about she's wearing nylons.
Why?
I don't know.
Is this a chick thing?
I don't know. I've asked people. Somebody told me on Facebook she didn't get it either. I mean, sure, you can wear nylons to prevent chafing in the thighs. I understand that. But
I don't understand.
She still found it kind of weird.
I think you're in Malaysia in nylons. Wouldn't you be sweating like you wouldn't believe?
I don't know.
We've never worn pantyhose, and we're not about to start
on my legs
unless it's a task.
Yes,
so
it's a task.
And even then, we probably try not to.
So then they had to fly out to Kuala Lumpur, which I hear is a very nice city.
Mm-hmm.
The big twin towers, the Petronas Towers.
Right.
And
they had to find the
3 teams. They switched planes. The plane was delayed for the last 2, so that left Margie and Luke, the Globetrotters,
which allowed the last 5 all to basically land at the airport all at the same time.
Pretty much at the same time,
yeah. Pretty much right on top of each
other. Which was exciting.
It was really good.
That was good. There wasn't all these 3 are at the end, and they're never going to catch up.
You know it's one of these 3. And it ends up being one of those 3 anyway. But there wasn't really any major mistakes this time. Nobody made really big, stupid errors.
No really dumb errors this time. Everybody read the clue.
Everybody showed up when they were supposed to. Cabs were okay. Once you got to get in the cab, you're pretty much at somebody else's discretion of when you're going to get somewhere.
Yeah.
Same thing with the airport. You get in a plane, you pick the flight, and the flight gets delayed. Okay, but that wasn't a mistake. That wasn't their fault.
No, it wasn't their fault at all.
So the detour?
The detour was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking, which one would we do first?
I think I'd try the DJ. I think with your drumming rhythm, and I mean I've got I've got a good ear for music, so getting the rhythm, I think I'd be okay. I don't know about the drink.
Sure, because DJing can be hard. I wasn't sure how easy, because it seemed, once you saw them do it, it seemed really easy.
Real easy.
But the drinks looked hard, although, Connor and Dave, who are Mormons and don't drink, did pretty quick. I think like 9 or 10 times, and he was like, I can do this.
But they were bartender. They were there, what was it, 2 hours? They were there 2 hours to get there, to get the technique.
Yeah.
And of course, the bartender, was it Leo or Jamal? One of them was a bartender. I mean, couldn't pour the drinks. Okay, seriously?
Yeah.
What kind of a bartender is he?
The people with bar experience, it was Leo, and then Rachel goes, I'm a cocktail waitress. I can handle this. But she makes Brendan do all the hard work. She's just standing there, pour.
Tipping the glasses. She's like, oops, sorry.
Oh, no.
He finally almost had it. The colors are coming in nice, and she knocked the glass.
Yeah.
Like, oh, God.
So the DJing thing was the easiest one, except for, I have a concern about this, Margie and Luke. There's no way they could do it.
How can he do it?
He can't do it. He can't hear it. So it was kind of unfair for them.
So they were pretty much stuck with the drink.
They were stuck with the drink.
And there wasn't an alternative task for them to be offered. So that seemed a little unfair. And like I think you mentioned in your blog that, obviously the tasks were set before the teams were picked.
Obviously, yeah.
Probably were.
Yeah. And obviously, they didn't worry about it too much, changing it, because they knew it was non-elimination, the producers.
So
did.
they weren't. Yeah,
So
even if they screwed it
they
up,
screwed up, they were going to have
they're
a chance.
going to be still going. Yeah, that's true. So we're down to the last two teams.
Margie and Luke.
Luke and
Big
Brendan and
Brother.
Rachel. And why, when you get down to the last two teams, so we've seen this, I think, every episode this season, the two teams want to help each other.
I know.
And it's like, why are you doing that? You
I
know
know
that if you help them, they will move ahead of you.
You let the other team
because
get
you're
frustrated.
allowing them to break your focus.
You let them break things and get frustrated and
Exactly.
freak out, and you just do it. You don't go, "It'll be okay.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
You
You'll
can
get it done."
commiserate
And then
with
you
them
go.
after you finish the task.
Yeah, you go. That's hard.
Because, again,
Yeah,
they help, that team moves on, and they come in
they
last.
come in last.
Now, it was fortunate that, Big Brother comes in last, and it's non-elimination. But it might not have been.
It might not have been. You don't know that.
We don't know that.
You don't
It
know
was,
when you're in the race.
4 episodes in, that was still a little early.
Yeah.
I figured actually the 5th episode was going to be a non-elimination, so it seemed a little early for a non-elimination, but lucky for them.
But you don't know that when you're
No, you
racing.
don't.
You have no idea.
You have no idea.
You can think, "Oh, it's going to happen now," but you still can't go, "I'm going to help them and they'll be fine."
Well, and when you're running the race, you don't know where they're going to put the mid stop. You don't know how many days out that non-elimination will be. It's not always the same.
Yeah.
So you can't rely on that. So I don't know. I mean, helping somebody if you're at the top of the pack, great idea. Helping somebody when you're in the bottom
The
two,
last two? No. Bad.
really not a good plan.
No. Bad plan.
And that's our review.
That's our review. We'll see you next week, and they're leaving Malaysia. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.